as I was on a short walk before this session, I was just reflecting on an image that's often used, the image of a diamond. And the idea is that what is reality, life, gets reflected just as light gets reflected in the different facets of a diamond. And so Unmani, in her energy and her message and her way of talking about what is real, represents one of these facets, and Della represents another one, and John Prendergast this morning yet another facet, another flavor, another message, another energy. And we all do. I mean, we're all facets of this. And, you know, as we see ourselves without an investment in being this or that, but just kind of realizing that we happen to be that way, we happen to show up that way, you know, that seems to be the body mind that's there, and that seem to be the kind of, you know, patterns that are there emotionally, or the kinds of likes and dislikes that are there at a physical level or emotional level, or, you know, this seem to be the kinds of thought patterns that are there, that show up. And when we're neither resisting that, thinking it needs to be fixed, nor kind of having an attachment to being something that we really like being and think we should be more of, then it just becomes a kind of simple truth about ourselves, that we happen to show up that way. We happen to be that facet. That happens to be our energy. And then it can even be enjoyed, and it can be celebrated, and it can be lived out as it will be lived out. And so what I would invite you to right now is a period of meditation where you just sit with yourself, and you're kind of doing a simple seeing, a simple noting. This is what seems to be here in this space. I just wanted to say a little bit more about that simple seeing of ourselves and what's there. It's like there's such a difference between a story about me and what's good about me and what's not good about me, and what needs to be changed, what needs to be fixed, what needs to improve. And what's wonderful and what should be more recognized. And, you know, we can tell all these stories about ourselves. And that's all part of the me that gets constructed, and that gets kind of, you know, the story that gets told over and over. And, you know, sometimes you change it a little bit here and there. But essentially it stays a story. And then there is a simple seeing that's without a story. Like, I'll just give you an example out of my own life. at some point as I was working on the online retreat, I can't remember what it was, but I was on the computer in my office and I was working away. Maybe, I don't know, I think it was at the stage where I was putting up the website. And, I put up the website myself with a free software, website software. And there was just this kind of moment of seeing myself sitting at the computer, recognizing that I love doing that kind of quiet thing, creating something beautiful like I was creating with the website, playing with the colors, making it into something that would be something beautiful, a beautiful offering. And at the same time being in a very quiet, focused state. And I saw that that's always been part of this body mind, this life. And just seeing that is so. And there was something incredibly freeing because I could see that was how it was. And it was something that I could just see without having to tell any story about it, without having to make anything out of it either. I could just see that I was enjoying what I was doing. And that was it. So that's how simple it can be. And that simplicity of recognizing what's there here in this space. It can be very freeing because it frees us of the stories of who we are and how we have to change and what we need to heal. And then at the same time, of course there can be healing. Like there's been tremendous healing in my life. And in a lot of people's lives I work with and people I'm friends with. And there's a difference between a story that says I need to heal this and just a following of inner promptings that say, this is too painful, I need to do something about this. This is an inner prompting, and it will guide you to a form of healing that's probably good for you. You'll feel attracted to a certain form of therapy or a certain therapist. And then that's good to follow that. But that's nothing to do with the story. It's a movement that comes out of yourself, that comes out of, Dalla earlier on said it's a simple taking care of something that's there. That can be very simple too.